they've done a lot of stuff together. We had when they were she's one time where she's pulling moves on Josh and doing all these wrestling things.
Yeah. It's cool. It's like a live stunt show because like after like doing like fight scenes and stunts, like these people are taking like real bumps. These are all real.
It hurts so bad.
Very difficult moves to do.
It hurts bad. I tried it.
Yeah.
I tried it. I thought about going to WWF. I promise you. After the Olympics in '04, I went to a couple shows too.
What would have been your gimmick?
I don't know. I didn't get that far into it. King Mo actually went to the training camp before he even started doing this. I stopped right before that because I was too afraid. I was like, man, this hurts. Like, they slam you in the ring. I went to TNA wrestling way back in the day. And me and Joe Williams got to walk down the ramp, and then they did a couple of body slams. And I just threw your arms back, and I was like, man, this hurts. Done. Like, I'm not doing professional wrestling.
Sir, DC was talking about a time that you went and stayed with him in Stillwater, trained with the guys over there. Can you talk about that? Because that sounds pretty crazy time.
Yeah, that was an awesome experience. I got to train with a lot of the guys that were like NCAA champions, All-Americans, and John Smith is personally my absolute favorite coach ever. So I was so excited to get to work with him. Like literally everything that came out of his mouth was gold to me. So.
Sarah was that to me. Sarah was that to me.
And taking on somebody like Ronda, you guys are both Olympic athletes. What's the difference in just regular fighters? Can you talk about what makes it different?
The fact that both of us have been doing it for such a long time at such a high level, you know, it changes things. Like some of the girls, you know, they've been getting into it more in the recent years, like, you know, 5 to maybe 10 years ago, but I've been training in wrestling and MMA for 19 years. You know, I'm sure, I don't know exactly how long Ronda has, but I mean, it's pretty extensive. And so it just changes the level of our capabilities.
Ronda, how do you feel about that too? You know, this is a woman that's been just like you, competing at a high level to a little girl.
I think it's an amazing matchup, and it's great for not just women's MMA, but MMA in general. I think this is probably the first time. Have you ever had 2 undefeated?
No.
But have you ever had even 2 undefeated people fighting for the title?
Well, there's only been 2
undefeated fighters, both not just Olympians, but Olympic medalists fighting each other. I mean, this is women's MMA is almost skipped ahead of the guys.
Hey.
Sitting
here already, you know. Well, enough I'm sitting here, the only guy without a freaking Olympic medal. Like, what the hell? I'm like the odd person out. I'm the only one without a damn medal. Bring that shit up.
That's why you got me to your co-main.
Right in the middle. Right in the middle.
Hey, I'm just saying, you know, Beijing Team 08 still undefeated in all of MMA. Oh, come on, let me talk up the ladies a little bit.
Go ahead,
I'm
just kidding. Go ahead.
So, yeah.
For both Sarah and Ronda, you are in that position where you're trying to establish female MMA, and it's this new thing in terms of the UFC, but you get to get that one up on the guys, you know, being the first 2 Olympians to ever fight in the octagon.
Is this the first 2 Olympians? Or?
Yeah, it's the first time that 2 Olympians are meeting the octagon.
Yeah, so yeah, with just all those factors combined, I'm like, Olympians, Olympic medalists, undefeated for the championship. We've never had that many factors come together for the UFC championship, and it just really speaks out how far MMA has come in general. You know, they used to just be kind of sold as these are 2 guys that they picked up from outside of the bar, and then they gave us some extra money to fight in front of some people, and now it's just like the athletes that get to the absolute epitome of their sport are now, you know, moving over into MMA and being successful. And why are they being successful? Because we're using our Olympic sports. This is not, you know, brawling or, you know, human cockfighting like people call it. Like, I walk in there and I pretty much do exactly what I did representing my country in the Olympics for doing. And she goes in there and she does exactly what, you know, what she learned to do for her sport, and there's nothing barbaric or anything about that. We're celebrated for what we do in one arena, and we're criticized for it in another, and I really feel like this bringing the whole relation to the Olympics into it kind of softens up the look of MMA a little bit more.